All right, hello again, everybody. Welcome back. It's your friend Will. This is the Memory Lapse, and we're doing part 2 here with Green Black Karn again. Really just driving the point home. This is the deck that you all should be playing or thinking about crafting towards, as we are well on our way to another 7 wins here. Classic mistake, declaring victory too early. Looks like our opponent took a mulligan. This is a fine hand. Ooh. Fine hand made finer. Looks like our opponent's on mono blue. Oh, another Merfolk deck. Alright, let's just run out the Midnight Reaper. We're one land away from being able to Finality, so Midnight Reaper letting us cash in a lot of our creatures for cards. It's going to be really nice. We're taking this. Nice. We kind of missed a free attack there. We should have attacked with the Midnight Reaper. Kumena. Kumena is pretty concerning. If they play 2 Merfolk this turn and don't attack. They're definitely going to draw a card here. I wonder if this deck does really well against red, or why it's popular, or why it's seen an uptick in popularity, or maybe it's always been popular in best of 1 and I just haven't realized that from playing so much best of 3 previously. I feel like I only ever played against one Merfolk deck in best of 3. So we really want them to go Y. No, we don't. Maybe we just want them to play nothing here. Or like play 1 4-drop Merfolk. Or even if they play like 2 2-drops with an attack with the River Sneak, we just don't want them holding up the tap 5 to grow, because then the Kumena gets to grow out of Finality range. Alright, Jadelight. Another player who has Disperse. And they chose to keep. Alright. So I guess we have to worry about something like a main deck negate here. But we also just have to go for it. We can't afford not to. And the reason they have a response here is either they have a spell or it's just letting them use their ability, which is... Alright. Wow, they didn't even use their ability. Didn't want to draw a free card. To each their own. I kind of like free cards. Okay. I think the card is better than bouncing that there. And maybe they just bounce this again here, which is fine. They probably bounce in response to this Jadelight Ranger then. Or in response to the trigger? No. Oh, no. They're just bouncing from this game. Like, we're done. Looks like we got pretty lucky that they didn't have a 5th Merfolk there to try to play around Finality. That is one of the nice advantages of playing all these accelerators, is that in these matchups where you need that sweeper fast, you can get it. You know, assuming you draw the sweeper. But it shows up. This is a little slow on the draw. We have to hope we get some Explorer creatures. But I still think we keep a hand like this. I'm not certain if that's good news or bad news for us. I'm leaning towards bad news. Okay. They're like really all in on this creature now. So this means they must have a fair amount of protection in their hand. I guess for now, we're just going to try to race them. Ooh, it's a motorcycle. Sounds like it's fucking falling apart. I muted the mic there because it was like popping in such a weird fashion. Alright, well, we probably lost this one. They've drawn like 6 cards off of Storm Tamer. They're probably just going to counter everything we play. Or like they just have all the dive downs. Yep, another Essence Scatter. I guess we'll just do a find here. Gaining 6 is not meaningless. This draws a Spell Pierce. It's just so buried by their card draw that they're always going to have a way to interact with us. But again, I mean, we've just been on the draw every single one of these games, too. Like, we had one game where we went first so far. Being on the draw really hurts in these matchups. If we're on the play, then they don't get to counter either of our 2 drops. They have to decide between putting the Curiosity on their Storm Tamer or holding to counter. And this game is totally different if we have 3 creatures on the board and we're racing them. Yeah, and we brick here. Yeah, we're just gonna scoop. There's no outs here. That was unfortunate. That is one where if we were going first, I think we win based on how both our draws worked out. Going first is so good with Llanowar Elves in your deck. Maybe that was just a mulligan also, because it is like more than half the format is just these fast decks that are going to punish you for being slow like that. Vivien Reid's not necessarily a card you want in your opening hand. Here's another really slow one, and we're on the draw again. I think we do have to mulligan this one, because if they're a red deck, there's no way we're winning. All right, this we can keep. And I guess we can keep Karn on top as insurance, in case they're not red. Of course they are, though. So this is a decent hand for red. We're just holding here because we want to gain the life and grow the walker. Oh, maximum punished. All right, looks like we lost this one. We went from the 3-1 to the 0-2. Or the 1-2. Just being on the draw against these decks reduces your win rate so much. It just makes it so much harder to claw back. And we just keep rolling, going second. This is another one where if we went first, the boards are completely flipped, right? We go turn 1 Elf, they go turn 1 Lava Runner, we go turn 2 Elf, they play Steamkin, we go turn 3 Wildgrowth Walker, Seekers Squire. Even if they have Chain Whirler, we're fine. We can't even block here because of shock. Wow. What a draw. Oh, these are the types of games where you're not going to get your 7 wins. Or the types of queues. Like you're gonna have some easy ones where going second doesn't matter as much, like Merfolk, but when you come up against the real decks and you're just on the draw every single time, they're gonna run you over. I shouldn't have kept this. We don't even have a second green. I wasn't paying attention to our lands. Huge mistake. Yep. We're toast here. I mean, what an unreal sequence. Steamkin into Chain Whirler, Steamkin on Flame of Keld. Like, that sucks. But at least we broke even. Oh, and we got an upgrade. Chromium. Oh, part of the Conquerors is playable. I'm not that I need to like collect uncommons because I have a million common and uncommon wild cards. Well, that's it. Sorry that we didn't get to 7. Those were just some really brutal outcomes there against red and blue. Where, I mean, almost certainly if we had just won the die roll, we would have demolished them. But that's just the way it is in best of 1, right? That's why best of 3 is the more professional way to play if you're interested in really emulating like a pro experience. Because ideally, you get to at least play. You get to be on the play in at least one of those games, if not 2 of them if you get lucky. So that's it. That's it for this. We're gonna pick a new deck. I wonder. I'll have to think on what's next. I think maybe some version of like going back to Red White Angels might be very good for best of 1. Combining big creatures that are hard to answer with Deafening Clarion might be a good solution. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But thanks again, everybody, for watching. Sorry I didn't come through. Sometimes the cards just aren't going to break your way, but hopefully you enjoyed the other 7-win runs and you're reasonably convinced that this deck is a really strong choice. I think our average is still north of 5 wins, like somewhere between 5 and 6 wins a run, which is really profitable in the long term. So please give it a chance, or really strongly consider crafting towards it if you want to grind these events. And thanks for putting up with this obsession of mine. And yeah, if you enjoyed, please remember to subscribe and like and leave a comment if you're into that type of thing. And we will be back again shortly with another video.